I mean, that's me, you know, Casey's Customs. Jesus, what is that? Oh, old rubber. Yep. I'll tell you what, let's just drop it, see what happens. Well, that's stronger than I thought it was. What's up? It's Casey from Casey's Customs. We are back on the F1000. This is a build I did several months ago. I actually built this beautiful baby girl for under $1,000, but it's still in the shop, obviously. There isn't any issues. We're just upgrading a couple things, trying to make it a little more drivable. It was perfect for a rat rod, but it's got some stuff that is not great for a daily, so that is what we are fixing right now. So if you didn't get to watch the last Sunday bonus issue, I went over why I still have this truck. A lot of people are asking. They see me working on the $3,500 rat rod and they're going, wait, why is the $1,000 one still there? I thought you did a giveaway on that. We did do a giveaway on it. It's not mine anymore, but it is still here because I'm upgrading a couple things. The intake was broke and leaking. I had a leaky gas tank. The rear suspension needed issues, just stuff like that. It was great for a rat rod, but it wasn't great for any kind of a daily driver or just even a trouble-free driver. So we're fixing a couple things. In the last episode, we got the intake all the way off. Ended up being a pain in the butt. This is a plastic intake. So a lot of stuff was broke, a lot of parts were broke. Also, after I got that all off, I realized that I think the original spark plugs are in it. The spark plugs are seized. They look like crap. I popped one out. So we're gonna go ahead and do all new spark plugs and stuff as well. So let's go ahead, jump right back in and start putting this stuff back together. Check this out. Before we get started here, I also ripped a boot in half. One of the boots was like seized to the spark plug. It would not come off. It like was bonded to it. Check out this spark plug. These aren't the originals because the originals should have been, I think, a Motorcraft since it's a Ford, but they are very old. I mean, copper core Excels are old as shit, but look at this. Look at the gap. I mean, that is like a quarter of an inch. I mean, that is huge. These are just usually supposed to be nothing. So I mean, new plugs is definitely gonna help it. If I just replace this one, it's gonna help it. But yeah, so first thing I'm gonna do before I start putting anything back together is go ahead and do the plugs because it is a lot easier to do with your intake off. Obviously, you can do it without taking the intake off, but boy, it's a lot easier to do it now. So that's what we're gonna do. Got all the new ones in. Look at these that came out. Half of them look like they might have been underwater. Like, that's so bad. And then I don't think one of them has the same gap. Like, so a couple of them are hammered. A couple of them, I mean, that could be, you know, taking them out. I don't know, but they definitely shouldn't be bigger. But yeah, needless to say, huge improvement is going to be when we have the new spark plugs. I didn't go with anything fancy, just whatever it was, auto light. They don't need to be fancy when they're that old and that shitty. So next up, I think, is throw the intake on. Need to make sure everything's real clean. Continuously blowing this shit out because I just have an irrational fear of shit falling down in there. But I think we're ready for the intake. So I am plugging away on this bad boy. Got the new intake on, got the throttle body on. I completely forgot how all this went back together because me. And got the intake on. This heater hose is 1-inch solid pipe and it is a bitch. It does not move at all. I mean, it takes like all your weight to just kind of even get a thread started. I put it on there and my dumbass forgot. The fuel rail has to go on first. Also that, wait, oh no, we're good, okay. I thought that was loose and I was about to get pissed again. So the way I got this on the first time, I had time lapse going. So I don't even know if you're gonna see it. The way I got this on the first time was I actually had the Jesus, man, it's late. It's late. I had this on, the throttle body on, whatever it's called. You know, this thing. Yeah, this thing. Had the throttle body off, and I threaded it on and then put the throttle body on because it was too hard to try and move without. And I don't think I can do that again because I have the gasket seated perfectly right now. So I think, and it's probably gonna end up biting me in the ass, I think I'm gonna undo the heater hose, get my fuel rail on where it's supposed to be, and then try and muscle the heater hose back on. I'm not excited about it. I should probably take the whole thing off again, but I think even if I do that, I'm not sure that I can slide this underneath it anyway. So, yeah, I just wanted to stop and whine for a minute because I am an idiot. I made a big speech about take pictures and blah, blah, blah. So you know how everything went back to, yeah, well, I took pictures, but I haven't looked at them because I'm dumb. But whatever, back to work. Check it out. Got everything together. Looks really good. Awesome. Got a lot of extra parts. I'm not going to lie to you. Some of these brackets and shit I didn't really love. So I kind of modified some shit. I mean, that's me, you know, Casey's Customs. Jesus, what is that? Oh, old rubber. Yep. Got everything put back together. I have two things. One, my dumbass probably, after I put the fuel system together, probably should have kicked it on to make sure I have no leaks because the fuel rail is underneath all of that. If I got a leak, that all comes out. Same thing, I mean, technically you couldn't really check the intake, but I mean, if there's a loose something on the intake and it's leaking, everything comes back off. So that's gonna be a pain in my butt if that happens, but it is what it is. Got everything together, new plugs, put a couple new boots on. Went together very well, actually. These brackets that are missing, they basically just hold this up, and this is already gonna have its own mount because it's custom, so I'm making its own mount. So basically all that was to hold some things up that don't need held up anymore. I did have one problem. I'm not going that way. There's too much stuff. Let's go this way. Okay. Don't edit this out because this is part of the fun. Sometimes we gotta walk. Oh, also it is 1:40 a.m. So your boy is tired and kind of losing his mind. So I forgot what I was saying. Son of a... I had one plug-in left. I'm going, what is going on? Well, there is a sensor. And funny enough, it is the sensor that was JB welded on. This was what was leaking originally. So I need to get a new one of those, but I'm going to hit it with a hammer a couple times and see if maybe there's a chance. No, actually, never mind. No, I'm not going to. I'll tell you what, let's just drop it, see what happens. Well, that's stronger than I thought it was. Yeah, so I don't know what that is. I assume since it goes into the intake, it's probably a coolant temperature gauge, something. Yep. Boy, that JB weld is strong. Holy crap. Okay. Wait. Oh, ha! I got it. What? Oh, I just realized. Oh my God. The whole fitting came out. The fitting is supposed to screw in, and I bet the plastic just gave away. Yep. That is borderline hilarious. So wait, can I salvage this? I might be able to actually salvage this. Okay, hold on. We're going to go hit this. It's entirely too late to be doing this, but I mean, it's going to save me a $20 part. Let's see what happens real quick. I actually got all the JB weld off. I think it's going to work. Those threads are fine. Those threads suck, but I don't need those. I need that one. Yeah, these threads, you could tell they're broke because there's plastic in them. So they probably JB welded and stuck that in there. It held for a while. It might have held forever, but peace of mind is worth a couple $100. But yeah, I think I can take this off. Let's go see. Check it out. It actually cleaned up and looks perfect. How awesome is that? So the plan is put all this together. I'm going to bed because it's entirely too late. And tomorrow we will fire it up, see if we have any leaks. And if everything is good, we're gonna do a big old nasty burnout, even though I think it's supposed to be 4 degrees outside. We might do the burnout a day or two from now. Either way, we'll fire it up and see if we have any leaks. I'm going to bed. Peace.
The next day.
All right, so funny story. Got it all cleaned up. There was like, you know, a million things here. Got a couple things done. Got a couple little things tidied up. Checked on my fluids. Everything was good. I go to fire it up. The battery's dead. So Funny enough that it's been on the charger. I'm gonna let that charge come back tomorrow. Here's a funny thing. I had to do a bunch of work to this to get it ready for its first drive. And sure enough, I'm gonna be doing the first drive on it tomorrow. And then hopefully if this battery works out, we'll fire it up, check for leaks. And we might be doing 2 burnouts tomorrow, hopefully. I don't know, we might not burn out in this one. I just wanna drive this one, that's the goal. It hasn't moved under its own power yet. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny that I get all this stuff done. I have some thread locker and shit that needs to sit. I'm gonna let it sit overnight because it's cold. And then in the morning, I should be able to fire it up, check for leaks, just like I'm gonna do for this. So tomorrow should be an interesting day. All right, I'm going to bed. It's 2 something again tonight. What time is it? Hold on. 1:58 tonight. I mean, what the hell? Okay, all right. Good night. So I had a brain fart. I've been trying to get this battery to take a charge. It will not take a charge. It's being a real pain in the ass. My charger won't even kick it on because it's so low, which is a bad sign. But I went ahead and stole the battery out of the 51, and I think it should work. It might be a little bit smaller than the one it has. Fuel pump's on. Let's see. Ooh, didn't like that. Come on, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, it sounds good, baby. No leaks. It's cold. Seeing any right off the bat. Haha, I think we got it. Booyah! I am so excited to have that done. It is currently 4 degrees outside. The heater is on in the shop. Look at this. Yeah. So we're not going to be doing any burnouts today. I think I'm supposed to have a couple of nice days next week. So next week we'll get it out. We'll do a burnout. We'll start driving it again. Hopefully we should have all of the kinks worked out and we can get it shipped off to the owner very soon. So thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff they tell you to the end of videos. And check out some more of my other videos. Peace!
I've really been addicted to you. All of my attention I've been giving to you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. Caught up in my feelings, I got feelings for you. On my mind.